Hey, yo, welcome to another episode of This Ain't Practice. I'm your DJ, Shad, and he's the rapper.
I am the MC, Chris J. What up? What up? What up?
What's going on, fam? Let's get this. We got some things going on. I just spit on my mic and I can see it.
I see. I saw it too, but I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna let it ride.
You didn't see nothing.
I saw it.
Get out of here.
My technology is 4K. I saw it in 4K over here, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
You got that 4K popping? What about the 8K? What about the 8K? You got the 8K?
Where's the 8K? That's tucked away. That's tucked away.
Yeah. Hey, you gonna use that? You only use that when you need it.
That's facts. Facts.
Like, hey, I need to see today. Pull out that 8K, but normally I just okay. I see you, bro. I see you, man. I see you. You rocking the North Carolina boy.
Yeah, man. We had, the ACC tournament kicked off this week. They had a big win today, man. ACC regular season champs. They swept Duke, beat them last Saturday out there in Durham, man. So regular season champs. I think they're 17-3 in the regular season. So they're doing their thing, man. Trying to fight to get a number one seed. They're projected right now to be a number 2 seed. Selection Sunday is this Sunday coming up. That's when they'll have all the brackets with all the teams and everything. Who you're going to play, when, where, and who. And then a week from today is when it officially kicks off. So
I was just about to ask you, like, it's kickoff next Thursday. So it kicks off. So they do the thing Monday, then it kicks off
Sunday,
Thursday,
Selection Sunday. Yeah, they do it on Sunday. And, and they kind of added a couple years ago. They switched it up, added a glitch. They kind of have a couple play-in teams that'll play like maybe Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and then if they win, then they'll get into the actual tournament. So you know how like the NFL added an extra playoff game, or or the play-in game. Think about the play-in for the NBA. That's a good analogy for it. So something like that.
Okay,
just switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. That's dope, man. Yeah, that is one thing that I when it comes to college hoops, I will tune in for March Madness. That's pretty fun. But I live in Indianapolis. I got really into it.
Mm-hmm. Well, man, and Indianapolis is one of the staples, man. They have a lot of the Final Fours there, a lot of the the regional games there, and the thing that's dope about college basketball, March Madness is it's one and done. So you lose, not, the best out of 5 or 7, and you see those Cinderella teams that go on the run. They'll beat a juggernaut, a team they're not supposed to beat. Team that they're projected to lose to by double digits, and then they beat them and they go on a run. So, man, it's just something special about March Madness.
Absolutely. There was a school that went there. I can't remember who it was now. It was a Cinderella. Story. I can't think of who it was now, man. But yeah, it's really cool to see. But let's get into this, man. Go ahead, kick us off, man, because it's been a crazy week.
It has. It's free agent frenzy. Remember, I was telling you last week and telling everybody that tuned in, man, the free agency was kicking off this week and it was going to get real, and it got real right out the gate. We talked about that the oxymoron when they said legal tampering, which still doesn't make any sense to me at all. But yeah, it kicked off, man, and man, I was on the treadmill, man, and working out, and then man saw the notification come across that man, that's your boy, man. Yeah, get my workout on, man, and saw Kirk Cousins, man, is leaving the land of the Great Lakes, man, going to the dirty South.
Gotta go do the dirty bird down there, man. Yeah,
I'll be doing the dirty bird. I kind of figured when because he was supposed to tell the Vikings on Sunday, like if he was going to re-sign with them or if he was going to test free agency. And then when Sunday came and went, and he didn't re-sign with them, I'm like, this ain't looking good. Like if you're a Viking fan and you wanted to keep him, this isn't looking good. Right. So and then it broke. He went to Atlanta, man. I think it's $160 million with $100 million of that guaranteed. I mean, doesn't sound like the Vikings wanted to pay him that. I mean, that's hard to turn that type of money down.
Oh, facts, man. I mean, he had to break bad. And I get it. The front office at the Vikings camp, Maybe they know something that nobody else knows. I mean, are they? Do they have to disclose certain things to teams when it comes to players' health and all that stuff?
Well, if he's a free agent, the team that's going to sign now they have to disclose like if they're going to trade him, but he's technically a
Okay,
free agent, so he can go and sign with the new team, right? And when he signs with that new team, he's got to pass the physical before he even signs the
okay,
contract. They're going to go through the physical process, so they want to make sure that they're not, not damaged goods.
buying a right, buying a lame duck. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So has he signed or
He
does
signed
he still have to
today,
pass the
or
physical?
yesterday. Yesterday was the first day.
He-
Wednesday was the first day they could officially sign. So Monday and Tuesday, you saw the rumors, and
mm,
this guy is supposed to go, but they couldn't officially. The league is official date as far as turning over from 2023 2024 became official yesterday. So he signed yesterday.
okay. So which means he passed the physical, whatever that is.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Like
and then you
whatever he
keep
had
in
to do.
mind he's got the Achilles, right? So I
Yeah.
don't know if you can hear the noise, man, but that's that, man. It's getting busy outside right now. So
Oh no, I can't hear it. I can't hear it. So
yeah.
you,
Oh, okay.
damn.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Okay.
it's
Well,
ricocheting off the windows and everything. So it's
oh,
real. So if
hopefully
we,
it doesn't hit.
yeah,
Oof. Okay. All right. Well, if we get cut off, everybody, you'll know why. There's
yeah,
a storm
it's
going
my
on.
fault. Blame it on me.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's
yeah,
usually
but
your fault, but yeah. So,
whatever.
uh, but if you got it, that means I'm probably gonna get it at some
It's
point.
coming south.
So,
Yeah, it's headed south.
yeah. So, okay. You know, I don't know what to think about that.
Hmm.
I'm not happy about it.
Right.
Um, because we had trash at the quarterback position, and so should we just segue into Aaron Donald?
Aaron, or you call him Aaron, your boy Aaron. You wish it was Aaron Donald. You'd rather have Aaron than Sam. Aaron's the first. Aaron's certified official, man. That's the first ballot Hall of Famer right there. But no, man.
He's not.
What
He's
were
not
your
bad, is he?
thoughts when Aaron
Look, my old classmate, not my class, my old childhood friend. She said, "I think I'm in the wrong line." Yeah, this is a sports line, Emily.
yeah.
this,
Thanks for joining though.
this, yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah,
Hey, Emma, subscribe and like while you're in here.
yes, subscribe and like. And Emily, you are in Minnesota. If you are a Vikings fan, if you would like to comment on what you think about the Cousins trade, and we're about to get into who we got coming on now. So, yeah. So who? Okay. So what is his name, Chris?
Sam Darnold. Sam
Darnold. Okay.
Sam
Can you
Darnold.
tell us a little? Can you tell us a little bit about Sam Darnold?
I mean, he was a high draft pick out of USC. He was drafted by the Jets. He got flamed out with the Jets. Ended up leaving the Jets, going to Carolina. Didn't do a whole lot there. Left Carolina and was the backup for Brock Purdy last year. And
Okay.
Purdy was doing his thing. There wasn't any reason for Sam Darnold to really play. So you didn't see much of him last year. And now he's on his, what will this be? What did I say? I think it's his fourth team: Jets, Panthers, 49ers, and then now the Vikings. So
No, he's gonna be with the Vikings. All right, Emily. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
And you can stay in and chat with us. Stay and chat with us.
it. But yeah, so they signed him
Okay.
to a 1 year, $10 million deal. I mean, I think his track record kind of speaks for itself. I mean, he's on his fourth team.
Yeah. So he's trash. Right?
I mean, I would want him as an Eagles fan. I would not want him taking the helm as my starting quarterback. If you say he was my backup, I could rock with it. But if you tell me he's my starting quarterback, not feeling that.
So is he supposed to be the starting quarterback, or is he? I mean, he got to fight for the job, right? I don't know who he got to fight with because I know. I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Unless you're talking about Chris Mullins' nephew again. If we're bringing that cat back, keep him in the mix, man.
I saw this and I was just like, you know what? Whole season away. I might not even subscribe to the NFL ticket. I will, but I'll redo it. But I'm not excited. I'm not excited for this. When you possibly fight who?
Yeah, for real.
Like everybody's on the same page there. I mean, so you already kind of said what you thought about it. You wouldn't want him on your roster. So,
Nah, not as a backup. I don't want him starting. This makes
Yeah.
me think like maybe the Vikings have a plan in the draft. I think they have the 11th pick. Maybe they're trying to move up in the top 5 and get a young quarterback, and then have him play behind Darnold or come in and maybe he beats Darnold out. I don't know, but you can't go. To me, you can't go in the next season with Sam Darnold and that mess you had last year.
No,
No more
can't.
Dobbs.
And
No more Mullins. None of that stuff, man. Like that's not
none
it.
of that mess. And Jefferson is locked in, right?
No, he's due a contract. He's supposed to get a contract extension. Now I read something earlier this week that he's projected to get a contract extension that's going to make him the highest paid wide receiver in NFL history. So I don't think he's going to turn that down. I mean, who would? You're like that's on the organization to get the quarterback in here. I'm trying to get my bag, so I'm sure that'll end up being the case. But
I'm with your pops, man. JJ may leave. Forget the bag. Can you get me close to the bag with a competent quarterback? I'll take that bread because
that's on their job. That's on their
come into it. That's their job, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, let's see. The big homie says he's going to Cincinnati. You think he might go to? Oh, I don't know if they can afford him.
They can't afford him and Jamar Chase. I mean, they're struggling.
What about
now?
They're struggling for was it Higgins?
T. Higgins. They're struggling right now paying T. Higgins.
Yeah,
man, it's live over here. You can't hear none of that.
I can hear it now. Is that hail?
It's live.
Are you sure it's not hail?
Yeah.
Bruh. Man, I'm glad you got the whip in the garage.
Oh yeah, it stays in the garage. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you got the whip in the garage. But
T. Higgins asked for he just asked for a trade because they put him on, like my dad's saying, they put him on the franchise tag. So he's that franchise tag is about $20 million for 1 year, but he can get more and guaranteed if they trade him to another team and that team signs him to a contract extension.
So he can be like, nah, man, I'm cool. Send me somewhere else where I can get paid.
Yeah.
Get an extension. Okay. Damn. So the big homie said he's not playing with Sam Darnold. I wouldn't. Is your receiver at that caliber?
He doesn't really have a choice. I mean, he's under contract, and then the Vikings can also franchise tag him for a couple of years. So he's not going anywhere, man. Them people up there lose their mind if they let Justin Jefferson go.
Come on, man. It's the Vikings. They've done stranger things. They have.
This would be at the top of the list of some of the dumbest things they've done, if that's the case.
Yeah. So I guess we could kind of segue into are we happy with what the Vikings are doing, where they're going? Absolutely freaking not. Like, I mean, and this is not the only position that they got jacked up. Yeah, Pops. Like it's they got so much work to do, and the quarterback position is the most important position on the NFL football team. Like, dude, this is man. Cause they got to figure out the line too, right? So the line is
they got a lot of stuff to figure out. Now we can talk about. They did get Aaron Jones from Green Bay, the running back. So they did get him. He's better than Madsen.
He's okay.
We saw what he did against the Cowboys in the playoffs. He was eating them up. But I mean, he's a short-term fix. He's not a long-term solution. He's somebody that the Vikings are going to have to, in order for them to be successful, in my opinion, next season, they're going to have to hit it big in the draft, and those rookies are going to have
Yeah.
to come in. You saw how Detroit had those rookies that came in and balled out for them. Jamar Gibbs and the tight
Yeah.
end. They had a defensive player. I think they had offensive lineman too. Man, Detroit hit on their draft. The Vikings are going to have to do something like that. They're going to have to hit on the draft, man. And the young cats are going to have to be able to come in right away and ball out. But with losing Kirk Cousins, and then they got holes on defense. To me, they got holes on the offensive line. I just think it moves them further behind Green Bay and further behind Detroit.
They're right there. Now we got some more comments in. Hunter to the Texans.
Yeah, Danielle Hunter. Yeah.
Plus the lost Hunter. Oh, come on. Are you serious?
Yeah, he signed a 2-year deal with the Texans. He's down here in Texas. So yeah, man. Now they signed a defensive lineman and paid him some money. I don't think he's as good as Danielle Hunter, but I don't get what the Vikings are doing. To me, it looks like they're going to make a trade during the draft. That would be my guess, but there's no way you can sell what happened this offseason, sell that to the fan base.
No,
I don't see how you can do it. Truthfully.
Nah, it's looking ugly, man. It's looking ugly. Maybe all will be revealed. Maybe they're geniuses. I don't know. I'm over it.
I mean, with Kirk Cousins, I wouldn't give him $100 million. I mean, he's 36 years old, coming off an Achilles, and then I even saw his with the press conference, he's talking about hopefully he'll be able to, I think he says a 9-month recovery from that injury. He's hoping that he'll be ready to go week 1, but there isn't a guarantee of that,
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but still, it's a holdover. You know what I'm saying? Just like just keep him find a way to keep him on the roster. And just you just try to maintain until he can come back. I don't know. See, Papa Jones said they went cheap. You have to sign your own best players. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Yep. If they're good, you sign them. And I don't know what their draft position was.
They're number 11.
Not like they had a. Oh, come on.
So
they could have got a good pick.
They got a good pick, but there's some multiple quarterbacks that will go in front of them. With Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels and Drake May, JJ McCarthy from Michigan that was on the national championship team. He's projected to go in front of them, so I could see them trying to move up and maybe get in the top 5. They'll have to give up, man, their first round pick this year, their first round pick next year. But I mean, if they identify a quarterback as like this is a franchise quarterback, to me, it's well worth that trade. I'm not saying that there is. I think there's a couple in this draft, but I don't know that the Vikings will be able to move up high enough to get one of them. The biggest mistake that they could make is to try to reach for a quarterback. Just what I mean, just for the sake of saying like they drafted one. That's when you can set your program back doing stuff like that.
Yeah. I just hope they can make it make sense, man. Because right now it ain't making sense to me, bro. Like I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know.
Well, but this goes back to what I was saying last week about Russell Wilson. Now he visited the Giants, then he went to Pittsburgh, and then he signed with Pittsburgh. That was only a 1-year deal at like $1.3 million.
Yeah, I wonder it ain't no money. Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Maybe he didn't want to come to Minnesota, but you couldn't sell him on Justin Jefferson and Addison and TJ Hawkinson, and what I mean. You didn't know at the time you were going to get Aaron Jones, but man, I would much rather have Russell Wilson than your boy Sam Darnold, like all day long.
What's his name again? Aaron Donald.
We'll go with Aaron. We'll go with Aaron Donald. So.
Did they call him? That's the question. Like
I don't know. I never heard anything about the Vikings connected to him. I heard people saying they should look at him, but it was he went and visited the Giants, and then he went to Pittsburgh, and I think Mike Tomlin sold him on, the vision that they have out there in the Steelers city and what they have going on, because I think he's got a real good shot of beating out Kenny Pickett for the starting job. I don't know if they assured him he's going to get it, but if he can't beat out Kenny Pickett, he's cooked. He needs to go ahead and hang it up.
He needs to hang it up, flat screen. But bro. Like, I mean, like, did he throw for like 26 touchdowns,
He had a
8
solid
interceptions,
year
or something
last
like
year.
that? Yeah, had a nice
Yep.
year. Yeah,
If
yeah.
you
His
actually
his
look
stats
at and
look
you
good.
break the numbers down, he actually finished as like a top 10 quarterback. I saw some stats. I don't know if it's QBR or Pro Football Focus. Man, they
Yeah,
should give us a sponsor for giving him this plug right now. But he finished like
facts.
top 10, like 7 or 8 overall.
Oh,
So he's not done, and I think he would have been a nice
right.
bridge, bridge gap between playing for the Vikings a year or two, and then bringing in a quarterback and having him sit and learn behind Russell Wilson, and the scheme,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
offense, and nuances and all that type of stuff. But didn't happen.
Maybe they got something up their sleeves, man. Maybe they're trying to get Justin Fields. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
want that,
yeah.
by the way. I don't want that. But
I would
to
I would
be
rather I'd
clear,
rather have
but I
Justin
I
Fields than
would.
Sam Darnold any day of the
I
week.
would.
And I think
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
think the
rather that.
Vikings can get Fields for a third round pick, and I would do it, even though I know it's interdivision. But with all the
Mhm.
the quarterback carousel and all the seats filling up,
Fast.
Chicago now they're kind of stuck. They thought they were going to get it. They were asking earlier, aiming for a first round pick for him. That was never going to happen. And people thought they
Right.
could get a second. That's not happening now. So I think they're holding out for a third, and any teams that are interested are saying a fourth or a fifth. So I even heard a rumor, and we're talking about them, but the Eagles acquiring him to back up Jalen Hurts and have him giving up a fourth round pick. That's something that's been floating out the last 24 hours.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can see the Eagles doing something like that because the Eagles seem to be trying to actually make their team better. They
I agree.
seem to actually care. So let's segue into that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, man?
Man, I had said it last week. Getting
You did.
Saquon Barkley was the move. I didn't think it was going to happen, but then as we got
Mhm.
into the weekend, you kept hearing more and more and more about it, and then man, boom! It came out on Monday that he had reached an agreement. And to see the Giants, they didn't even really try to sign. They didn't offer him a contract. They told him to test the market, see what he gets, and then come back to them. Well, his agent came back to them. They didn't want to match the offer.
Of course
So
not.
he's down there in Philly. He's from Pennsylvania. He went to high school in I think in the Philadelphia area. Outside of
Okay.
Philadelphia, went to college in Penn State. Um,
Oh, dope.
so yeah. So he knows the lay
He's
of the
home.
land, and oh, he's home, man.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah. He's
home.
home.
So,
Yeah,
and I just think, man, that helps Jalen Hurts out a lot. I mean,
yeah,
Saquon Barkley was running behind one of the worst offensive lines in the National Football. Giants offensive line is trash. Now you go to a
yeah.
top
Trash.
five
Yeah.
offensive line. He doesn't. Yeah,
They do the tush
he's gonna
push.
have. Man, they can really. I actually got tired of that. So hopefully they can limit that. Man, you got a 3 down running back here, and he can do it all: run,
Fact.
receive,
Yeah,
the whole nine. I mean,
yeah,
he caught like I think his rookie year, I think he caught like 90 passes. Which is for a
yeah, yeah,
running
yeah.
back. That's
That's
beast mode.
insane.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Heck
So
yeah.
I mean, they added him. They got
I'll be back. Hold on.
defensive end. Yeah, you good. They got the defensive end Huff from the New York Jets. The Jets used him kind of as a situational pass rusher. I think he got double digit sacks, so they're counting on him to take on a bigger role now that he's in Philadelphia. I think that's a good signing for them. They got um, Matt Hennessy. He's a offensive lineman from the Falcons. He's kind of like a
Yeah.
jack of all trades. He can play guard. He can play, I believe, some tackles. So man, they're just adding depth. And then they got
Adding
Garner
depth.
Johnson. Yeah, Garner Johnson, who was a safety on the Super Bowl team that they had, the runner-up team. He left and went to Detroit, and now he's back in Philadelphia. So man, I like the moves. They got some more moves to make. They need to address the defense, secondary, still the linebackers, and I know they'll do some of that in the draft. But man, where they sit today, I think they're a better football team than they were last week.
They were. I agree. I agree. So we got some Lala in the building. What up, Lala? Thanks for joining. We appreciate it.
La la, what up? What up? What up?
Yo, Papa Joe, my camera went out, man. I don't know why it does it. think I may have fixed it. We'll see what happens. So that's what happened, man. My camera went out on its own, so I had to go fix it.
No, you break like Bernie Mac say. When you break, you break. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, he's he gone.
Yeah. No, man,
Yeah,
but I'm happy with what they did, man. They got some more work to do.
They
I'm not
do.
ready to give them a letter grade yet, but man, add Saquon to
Yeah.
that offense, man. They're
Man,
scary, man. They are scary.
I was upset about that, man, because I be hating on y'all hard, and I saw
I
that. I'm
know.
like, man, and after I got our news, I'm like, this is whack.
I was gonna
like,
text you, but I said, nah, I'll say that energy for the show. I ain't even gonna mess with him about Saquon. I'm gonna say that for later. So
I'm mad at the entire NFL. I'm mad at the entire NFL, man.
man, well
I felt
let me
like,
ask you. Look, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. No, you got it.
No, I wanted to ask you, man. So, what do you think about the other domino to fall from the running back position? Derrick Henry, man,
Get your
headed
break,
up
Chris.
north,
Okay.
going up north to the Baltimore Ravens, man. What you think about that?
Okay. You can take your break while I talk about this. Holy smokes.
Yeah,
Oh, because Derrick Henry is not cooked yet.
no,
Not
no,
by amount, and they have a pretty good line. I think this is going to, because he kind of disappeared a little bit, you can say, last season, but I don't, maybe he just wasn't into it. But he's got a line now, man. This is gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be old school smash mouth football. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Allah said Shaw was gone too long. Chris misses break.
yeah,
Ah,
I don't get no break. Yeah, he took a break for the both of us. So no, I'm bell to bell over here, Lala.
Well, you are the rapper. This is your show. So
Right.
I'm just the DJ. I'm just spinning records. So while the record was
All right.
spinning, you know what I'm saying? I went, I saw a
I was
little
freestyling. Yeah. You let the
you
record spin, and
freestyle.
I
I
was
let the
spitting
records.
bars. Okay.
Yeah, I know they're politicking for you. You know what I'm saying?
But let me ask you this now: with Derrick
Yeah.
Henry in Baltimore, are they the Super Bowl favorites? Are they the favorites to come out of the AFC? Not just you, but everybody in the chat. Give us your thoughts.
Bruh. They have call the unions. Call the union. Yeah, call the union. I think my wife is head of the union, so we'll see how that goes.
Right.
No, I think, bruh. So they have to go to the Super Bowl next year. They have to.
They got.
They have to. What? The big homie said no.
No, huh?
Who you think? Who you think gonna be it? Who do you think?
Well,
man, I think they can get past Mahomes and them. If they
remember they stopped running the football. They stopped running.
Right.
What got them to to have home field advantage throughout the AFC was how they play defense and running the football. I just wonder, can they get to that point where they get home field and because who wants to tackle Derrick Henry? I wouldn't. Especially in it's cold on top of it.
Yeah, not in my prime. I wouldn't want to tackle him. No, in the cold.
Right.
No, please.
And I think they've got some. Baltimore's got some. They got some young running backs, so I don't think it'll be a situation where Henry's going to be running 20 times a game. I think what you'll see with Derrick Henry,
right,
he'll get goal line work, he'll get short yardage work, and then he'll wear some teams down. But I think ideally with Baltimore, they want to try to keep him fresh for that stretch run.
Yeah.
To when you're getting in December and then you're getting into playoff time in January. So that's ideally. I wouldn't be surprised, man, if Henry only gets like 10 rushes a game, 12 rushes. You're not going to see like the prime Henry. He's not prime Henry anymore, but I don't think ideally they want to use him like that.
No, but he's still very effective, and maybe resurrect his career. That I'm using that term loosely, but he's still really effective. And when I think there may be situations in games where they need to lean on him heavy, and they'll be able to do that if they practice what you said. The big homie says Mitchell is a good change of pace back. Okay, yeah, I agree.
That's the rookie. That's the rookie they had, and he's spot on with that.
I agree.
I'll see. He'll get a lot of work, and I wouldn't be surprised if they even have a third running back on that team to go.
Yeah.
To rotate running backs, and Lamar Jackson is going to do his things on the ground as well. So
he's another running back. Yeah, he's another running back.
Yeah.
Basically,
so they're going to be tough.
They're going to be tough, man. He's going to have another, pending injury and all that stuff. He's going to have another, MVP type season. So look out for him, man, because I don't know what Kansas City is going to do in the offseason. I don't know if they're going to be able to run it back with this team again, right. especially if Baltimore has learned from their mistakes. In that playoff game, I'm sure they see it. Everybody saw it, so I'm sure they're like, okay, our bad. So unless NFL's
I think KC's going. Yeah, I think KC's going to get better though. I think that they draft very well. I wouldn't be surprised if they added some offensive weapons for Pat Mahomes. May add another wide receiver because they had Rice. He's balling. I know Travis Kelce's still there. Arguably the best tight end in the league. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if they add a weapon or two. My namesake, Chris Jones, he got the big contract, so he's back. I think he's like $95 million guaranteed. He's a beast. Woo. I saw that. I'm like, man, I want to trade pay stubs with that dude. He could have mine, man.
You could do it. You could do it, man. You knew somebody who knew something.
Right. I'm about to jump in his DMs and tell him he got the wrong pay stub.
You got the wrong pay stub, man. I need to holler at you, scrap.
Yeah, man. About time you run my pay stub.
Run my pay stub, man. Otherwise, I might have to send them arrows.
Right.
Yo, so what do you think about your rivalry with the Cowboys, man? Would you that's your nemesis Cowboys right there.
They haven't been doing nothing. I know they got the linebacker Kendricks that used to play for the Vikings. He was supposed to sign with Frisco and he flipped to them last minute, but man, people down here are not happy. They are not happy at all. I get it. I mean, they don't have very much cap space. Micah Parsons wants his money. CeeDee Lamb wants his money. Dak Prescott, he's like $51 million against the cap, and I don't really think they want to extend him. I think Jerry wants to see how this year is, and and go about it. And then if this doesn't work with Dak, kind of like this is Dak's last year because. If McCarthy doesn't do anything, I think McCarthy's out of there. I can see him, scratching all of that, and coming with a new team.
Yeah. I can see it. Oh, what will I say? Is he worth 51 mil? Is he worth 51 mil?
Not to me, he's not. But
I mean, that's all they got, though. I mean.
Oh yeah, they got to pay. I mean, it's a guaranteed money, so you can't, you can come to him and be like, take a pay cut. Well, why would he? You owe him $51 million. So whether you let him go or you play him, you got to pay him his money. So and then if you're gonna say give him an extension, well, he's not taking an extension to take a pay cut,
right?
So
right, yeah. F you, pay me. I can get your money.
Facts.
Get your money. I'm
have
with
to,
it.
Have
I'm
to.
with it. Get your money.
Now. Did you get a chance to look at that link I sent you with Dak's brother, Tad Prescott?
No, I didn't get a chance to, man. I've been running around like crazy, so I did not get to watch it. But please give us a recap on it, because I'm sure a lot of folks.
Yeah, essentially, he's been on Twitter. He's made some comments. Just kind of add a little context to it. He's made some comments before about maybe Dak needing to get out of Dallas and things like that. Even
I do recall that.
CeeDee Lamb, it might have been CeeDee Lamb's mom or whoever was taking shots at Dak. Well, after the Eagles signed Saquon, Dak's brother, Tad Prescott, he sent out a tweet, and he said, Philadelphia Eagles, best organization in the National Football League. How about them Cowboys?
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, word.
Yeah, man.
Okay, we got to get 59 mil against the cap. Oh yeah, I hate that the NFL have that cap.
Yeah, but yeah,
They go, they go
he was giving the Eagles props, and Stephen A.
what up
Smith,
for him?
he yeah, what up for him? Stephen A. Smith wasn't happy. Shannon Sharp, they were talking about it. They were like, man, basically he needs to shut up because nobody wants to hear from a player's family. And
No,
Shannon Sharp said he told his mom, his sister, any of his homeboys, like, do not make a comment about a team that I'm playing for. He said,
yeah,
because people are going to think that you're being a mouthpiece for me. They're going to think it's
right.
really me saying this, and but you're saying it on my behalf.
Yep.
You're gonna make things difficult on me.
There has there's been a couple there's been a few folks doing that in the NFL as of late. Didn't who's the guy that had the brother is it Cooks? Is it Cooks? No, was the Cooks brother? Was it Cooks brother? No. He had a
No,
brother who
no, it was
played
Stephon Diggs and his brother.
right.
It was
So
Diggs.
he
The
was saying,
Dallas Cowboys connected again. Another Dallas Cowboy. They always in some
see,
mess. Yep, they
always in
stay in
some
some
mess.
drama, man. It's soap opera down here, man.
Yeah, man, they need to get this. Well, you know how that cowboy fandom is, man. So people not in the field just causing issues. Yeah, they really are,
Yeah,
Lala. They really are. They really are, man.
and
And
can't none of them play a lick, but yet up there talking about
at
football
all,
stuff.
just running their mouth, just running their.
Yep,
So Stephen A. Smith is basically told him to shut up, like just stop
shut the H
talking,
up is what he said. Yeah,
shut the H up.
yeah.
And I hate that I ain't seen the clip yet. That's my bad, man. So, but what wasn't Stephen A. Smith just in Dallas? No, he's in Austin, right? He did his live show in Austin. So
I
but he
believe
didn't
so.
say it on that show. He said on the show with on First Take, correct?
He said on the First Take show. Yeah, where they had
He
Booger
said,
McFarland and Shannon Sharp. So yeah,
okay, okay. Damn. That's pretty. Stephen A. Smith, man, he speaks his mind. He's right. And these players have to get their family members in check because they're the meal ticket.
100%.
They're the meal
Yep.
ticket. So just like it's like okay. I mean, it's quite easy. Shut the H up, like Stephen A. Smith told you to. Otherwise, you're cut off. You're done.
Yeah, man.
It's just
There'll be no more direct deposits in your account.
no more. No more. No more. You. It ain't happening no more. If you need something, you have to go through somebody. Like
Yeah,
nah, this ain't that. All right. So your brother said, "I hate the Cowboys more than the Eagles."
I agree on that
I love
first
that you
part.
hate the Eagles. I love
No,
that you hate the Eagles, Will.
I agree on the first part. That's spot on. I hate the Cowboys too.
Man, they always got something going, man, and you
It's
can't get away
always
from them. You always, bro. Freaking the doggo. Did we just talk about them last show with the owner had some, or maybe that was a couple shows ago?
yeah
He
with
had some
Jerry
mess
Jones
out there.
with his mess. So it's always something, man.
So
It
they're always in the tabloids.
100%, man. It's a National Enquirer down here.
So what do you think they are gonna do though? Like, do you think they're gonna make any moves?
No, not anything
You
of
got any
significance. Like
predictions
the
or
key. No, I think they'll be they'll be in the draft. I think they're going to try to sign their own players. So CeeDee Lamb and
okay?
Micah Parsons he'll get a contract. He'll be the highest paid defensive player in the history of National Football League. So he's going to get his money.
Mm.
CeeDee Lamb will get his money. But man, they're up against the cap. Not a whole lot they
Yeah,
can do.
they are. So I can see them trying to run it back. They had the talent, so they just
Yeah,
they coached a shitty game against Tampa. That was just terrible. But all right. Oh, didn't what's the name get re-signed to for the Buccaneers for the Bucks?
Oh,
Baker
Baker
Mayfield.
Mayfield, yeah. Yeah, he got $50
So
million
they re-signed him.
guaranteed. So yeah. he had to prove it year last year, and he proved it, man. Got $50 million guaranteed. So yeah, he's back down there in Tampa. So they're gonna run it back.
All right, on gang. So what we got next on the docket, bro?
Man, we're gonna go ahead and shift over to the National Basketball Association. That's
Let's
one of
go.
your area expertise, man. So when I sent you the notes, man, I sent this is before
Yeah.
the Lakers and Golden State lost last night, right? I know the Lakers
Yeah.
lost.
Wait a minute, bro. We missed
Yeah.
something. Did we miss something?
Uh-uh.
Did we miss your? Are we not gonna talk about that?
Who's that?
I don't see it on here though. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I'll save that for last. I just
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Bet.
I had
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that for
My
last.
bad.
But no, you good,
Okay.
man. But no, so the Lakers, man, they are Lakers and Golden State. They're both in the 9th and the 10th seed, and they lost
Mhm.
yesterday. Lakers lost to the Kings, and that should
Yeah.
put them, I think, now 3.5 out of the 6th spot. And Golden State, they were down here in Dallas. Now Curry didn't play, Draymond Green didn't play. They sat out, so I think they're 4.5 out of the 6. Well, Curry's hurt. I don't know why Draymond didn't play, but Curry. I think Curry sprained his ankle. Yeah, Curry's been hurt
again.
He's been missed 3 or 4 games. I think it's his 3rd or 4th game he's missed.
That dude.
So
hurt.
I mean, he's been pretty healthy, man. By and large, he's been hit with ankle injuries early on, but for the most part, I mean, he's been carrying them. With very little. Jonathan Kuminga has been stepping up and helping, but Curry's been doing
what the hell? Hold on, man. I'll be back. God damn
it's
it.
all good, but Curry's been doing the lion's share of the lifting. Now that Klay Thompson has been shifted to a 6-man role, and you can never really count on Draymond Green to be a consistent scorer. So it's really Curry and then a drop off, and Jonathan Kuminga. Like I said, he's ascending, but they lost to the down here to the Mavericks. I know Luka left the game with a back injury, so he said Luka's got a back injury. Kawhi Leonard left the Wolves game with a back injury the other night. The Wolves were down 20 or
I was happy about
points.
that.
Yeah.
I was happy about that.
Ant got busy,
Nuggets
man.
Are the real deal.
The 35. Yeah.
Yeah,
they are.
He went nuts. Yeah, he went nuts. Nuggets are the real deal, but they wouldn't have been the real deal if Cat was still in the lineup. That he been balling.
I don't know.
But,
I don't know, man. That Joker. I was gonna say pause, but no, Joker's on a mission. He
had to pause himself.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm starting to do a better job of that.
But let's go back to that Lakers Golden State because I had to run and turn my camera back on because it's been acting crazy. I know. I'm sorry, big homie. You see what I got behind me, bro. So what am I supposed to do? I gotta show the love. Yeah, they're a year or two away. I'm with you. Will. Yeah. But yeah, so what do you think? Do you think at the end of the day it's gonna be Lakers and Golden State for the play-in? Or is it too late?
No, I mean they'll be in. No, they'll be. I don't think neither one of them will get into that top 6 spot to avoid being in the play-in. I think they're both going to be in that play-in.
Yeah, I think so too. Who you got if they were to be?
Well, I have to see how, because they may not play each other because it's like I think it's 7 and 8 and then 9 and 10, but I got to see if they end up playing each other, but. It's going to depend on health. Like the Lakers should have the inside with Anthony Davis, but who knows what AD you're going to get? You could get the AD that could put up 28 or 30 points and 18 rebounds, or you could get the one that's 4 for 14, with 6 rebounds and don't even look like he's interested. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. All right. So we were talking about the Wolves. So should we segue into To your boy.
Yeah, we talk about your favorite player. Yeah, he had his he
That
had
was my favorite player.
yeah, he had his surgery, man. His surgery and his torn meniscus, man. So he's out for 4 weeks, and they'll reevaluate him. So man, that should segue right into the playoffs. It should bleed into the playoffs. So I wouldn't expect him to, to be playing in the first week of the playoffs, first round of the playoffs. Same injury that Joel Embiid has, and Joel Embiid, I think he's
Yeah.
had a surgery 3 weeks ago or a month ago, and I just read something
Yeah.
that he's just started back like light jogging and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think he'll return for. I don't think he'll return for the season. He made like second round of the playoffs, maybe if they
yeah,
make
maybe.
that, which I don't think they will. Yeah,
I mean, they got a chance, man. They should, if they can hold on, man. They can finish with a top 3 seed. So they should have home field advantage.
Mhm.
They got
Yeah,
to come to the hostile Target Center up there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard those fans are nuts. I don't know. I ain't been there in years, so
Yeah,
um,
they're worse than they're worse than the Philadelphia fans. That's for sure. So
okay. I doubt that. I doubt that. They may be a little. They may be a little rowdy, but they're not going to beat up grandpas and stuff like that.
yeah,
They're not going to do
that's
that.
a fake
Yeah.
rumor, but
Please.
I
I'm pretty sure that happened. It tracks. It tracks.
wouldn't I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not gonna doubt it. But let me ask
But
you this, man. So
yeah.
your boy Doc Rivers, I think Milwaukee's lost 3 out of their last 4. They're still, I
Mhm.
think, the 2 seed behind the Celtics. But what's your expectations? Like, how far do you think Milwaukee needs to go?
I don't think nobody is expecting them to go to the NBA Finals or win it this year because of that coaching situation. Yeah, they lost 3 out of their 4 games, but before that, had they gone on like on a 6-game winning streak or something like that?
Yeah, they did. They did. They were on
Was
a
like
nice
after the
winning
All
streak.
Star break. Yeah, so they'll be. I don't think anybody's expecting them to beat Boston. Now, if it's an early playoff exit, I think there might be some conversations, but I still think Doc will be back because he came in what the third
Right
quarter of
around
the
the All Star,
season.
right around the All Star break, a little bit before the All Star break, he came.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit before that. So a lot of says how much longer do you think Doc has him coaching wise? He's been coaching for a long time.
He signed a
I think he's
5-year
got some.
contract, so
He's got 5 years in him. At least that's what he thinks.
that's what he thinks. I wouldn't have brought him back.
Mhm.
I just when you get Dame
I would.
Lillard and
I
the moves
wouldn't.
that they made, they're trying to get to NBA Finals. That's why. I mean, you
Yeah,
fire a coach that's 30-13, and you bring Doc in.
yeah.
You're trying to get to NBA Finals.
I don't think so, man. I think when they fired that coach, they knew what it was. Conference finals, Bucks. I think so, Papa Jones. I think it'll be the Bucks and the Celtics. I don't think they'll win
They
it.
have to get
But
to a conference finals. They have to.
yeah, yeah. Oh, absolutely. But I don't think that they expect when they fired that coach. I don't think they expected because can they fire another coach before that? Like
Well, they
they're
fired
paying
Mike.
3 coaches right now.
Yeah, they fight Mike Budenhouse. But when you make the trade, you broke your team up. You traded Drew Holiday to bring Dame Lillard in, a 30-something-year
Yeah,
old Dame Lillard. They're trying to win a chip.
yeah. Trying to, but did they foresee the coaching issues that they would have?
I don't know.
That's the
There's no
question.
way. There's no way. But I mean, you fired a coach again who was 30-13. He's winning.
Yeah, they shouldn't have
You
done that.
know.
That was
Yeah,
they
I don't
shouldn't
think
have
so
done that.
either. If he was 13-30, okay. I you know
Yeah,
I
I'm
get
like
it, but not
we're,
30 and
we're gonna
13.
ride this out. No, right,
Yeah,
exactly. We're gonna ride this out. If you 30-13, we're gonna ride this out. Opposite. Yeah,
right.
I get it, but because the organization expects more with the players that they have. But no, I'm like we're gonna ride this out. I don't care what y'all think. I pay y'all. I sign your checks. So
Yeah,
it is what
facts,
it is.
facts.
What I'm saying? So let's because here's the thing, man. Winning cures everything. Yes, they were winning.
Hmm.
They were winning, people were mad. But had they won a championship off of that, cured. All those problems go away. Lala says has to be stuff going on behind the scenes. Yeah, absolutely, Lala.
Yep, spot on.
Yeah, absolutely. But the winning cures everything. So you win the. I think even if they win the conference finals and didn't win the finals, that coach would have been back. They should have just, rode the horse. Or what do you say? Something the horse you came in with, or whatever the heck
right. The horse you came in with. Right.
Yeah, I can never read these sayings right on this show. I always mess them up some way somehow. But yeah, I don't think they foresaw that. They made a mistake by doing that. If they're expecting the Bucks to win a championship this year after that drama, they're crazy. That and if Doc is to get let go because of that, nah, I don't see that. I definitely think he'll be back next year.
He will. He will. They're not trying to pay like a third or fourth coach. Like that would be crazy. No. Paying like 4 different coaches.
No, could they afford that? Like,
no,
that's part of the cap, right? Is that part of the cap or no?
No, that's
not part of the cap.
That's just an owner that's got that's got gorilla money that can do whatever he wants with it. So,
wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice?
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Only my granddad got the GI Bill after World War II. I'm just saying. But message.
Yeah.
We all got to throw a little something of that in there.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
But you think they'll bring it back as well, even if they're not?
I think it'd have to be some type of crazy collapse. But they gotta get deep in the playoffs, and Eastern Conference. If they're playing the Celtics and they lose, it's got to be competitive.
Yeah. I agree. Lala said they're going through coaches like holes.
Already.
I wouldn't know anything about that. We got Papa Jones. But yeah, I don't know. You seem like you do what Lala's talking about.
She's talking about you going to Home Depot, getting you're working in your garden, getting those utensils and stuff.
Not the way she spelled it.
No, she's talking about Lowe's or Home Depot. She's talking about getting that equipment. So I follow her.
Is a typo. Okay, I get it.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
That autocorrect get us every time.
Every time. Okay, North Carolina. I don't know about that, Papa Jones. I don't know about that.
I would have if they play. I'd have the Celtics beating them. I think the Celtics will have home court advantage, and they're just a deeper basketball team.
Yeah, and they played together for the main parts, the main pieces played together for a very long time. So it's crazy.
I just think add Porzingis, man. That's an underrated acquisition. Yeah, him and Drew Holiday. So yeah.
He just needed the right spot. He needed because he always had the talent. He just needed to go to the right place and be utilized the correct way. And he's
be healthy,
man. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, because he is injury prone, man. He reminds me of being in high school. Paul Joe said, "Remember who told you?" Okay. Yeah, we'll
remember. We're gonna do the playoff predictions before right when the regular season ends and right before the playoffs kick off. So we'll definitely be able to circle back to this for sure.
Definitely. All right, man. What we got next?
So let me ask you: did you see Isaiah Thomas? He was on the Draymond Green podcast.
I did. I did see that. I did see that. Hey, yeah. Where's your headset, Chris?
Now, I switched to my bug, so you know what it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't look as cool, man. You gotta have a headset.
It feels way better.
You gotta look like a professional podcaster. Yeah, you do. Shannon Sharp does that. He got those.
Yeah.
Those.
I'm doing the bugs, but
see, your pop said the same thing. Be professional.
Right. Anyway,
all right, man.
so,
Okay.
so,
What? Let's see. Be a Papa
so
Jones.
I see. So Isaiah Thomas, Draymond Green asked Isaiah Thomas, "What's the relationship with him and MJ, him and Michael Jordan? Could it be salvaged?" Isaiah Thomas said,
Right.
"Only way it can be salvaged is if he gets on international television and apologizes for calling me an a-hole on The Last Dance." And he said, "If that's how you feel, cool. You know, there ain't nothing to talk about. But if you're sorry, we don't need to have no private dinner, no private phone call. I want you to
No
get on the
private
same
dinner.
form." Yeah, no, we're not having no snacks. I want you to get on the same form that you called me an a-hole on. He said, "I've been nothing but nice to that dude." So he was like, "I want you to get on the same, same forum, same platform and apologize."
Keep that
I
same
don't think
energy,
Mike's
basically.
I don't think MJ's apologizing to him.
I'm pretty sure MJ doesn't give a F about
At
what
all.
how Isaiah Thomas feels at all. At
Here's the
all.
thing: even if Isaiah Thomas is right, he's still going to be wrong in the perception of most NBA fans. It's because Jordan's got a cult following,
Right.
so it
Right.
won't matter, And I watched it because Jordan, he called him an a-hole, and he said, I rewound it a couple times. I couldn't tell if he said no matter how much I hate him or how much I hated
Mhm.
him. I couldn't tell, but there's clearly
Yeah.
something there. And even these rivalries, like Udonis Haslam, he has a podcast with Mike Miller, and he talks about he still hates the Celtics. Paul Pierce and
Hmm.
Kevin
Yeah.
Garnett. He was like, if I see them in a grocery store, he was like, it's on in aisle 7. He's like,
He's swinging.
yeah.
He's swinging.
Well, and then here's the funny part. Udonis Haslam got his jersey retired, and
Yeah.
he's not kind of the typical player that you would see, like the face of the franchise, but he's a culture guy. He did a lot for the organization. So when he got
Mhm.
his jersey retired, I don't remember if it was D Wade or someone. No, it was Steven Jackson. He congratulated him, and Paul Pierce replied, and he was like, "Nah, this wasn't earned." So Udonis
I
Haslam
remember
said,
that.
yeah, Udonis Haslam was like, "Man," he was like, "My first thought was violence, but I know you're not about that. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you,
I remember.
yeah, I'm gonna let you make it." Yeah,
I'm gonna let you make it. I'm gonna
yeah,
let my first thought was violence. But then Lana
yeah.
said, you know what's bad when you're ready to fight in the grocery store fast.
Facts. Yeah, man, that's some energy that ain't going away. But yeah, he's like, "Man, I know you're not about that." So he was like,
No,
"Man,
you're not
you're
about that
entitled to
fight.
your opinion, man. Be blessed." But he said his first thought was violence. So he put him on notice, man. Yeah. I don't even know why Paul Pierce even went down that lane, you know?
Because man, it's 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 Hassel for the Heat. They had their rivalry. You know what I'm saying?
But
And they're,
your Adonis
they're still
Haslam got
petty.
some screws that's loose. He ain't all the way right up there, man.
Yeah, because he probably think he'll never see him in 3D. I don't know
Right.
why they be doing that because they always run into each other. They always end
Hmm.
up running into each other at some type of event. So why? But I love what Hazel said. That was funny. I'm gonna let you be because you're not about
Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna let you make it, man, because my first thought was
that.
violence. Hey, I know you're not about that." And I'm sure Paul
So
Pierce was like getting ready to reply, "Man, them is just jokes."
them were just jokes. Yeah, he don't want none of that
Right.
smoke.
At
He don't
all.
want none of. That's funny. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. You feel how Isaiah Thomas is kind of annoying to me. Like some of the stuff he be saying. I just like whatever, man. I don't know why he even cares. Like he called you an asshole. Okay,
So what? Okay. But I think
all
he
right.
felt embarrassed because he said, "I never knew there was a problem with us." And you remember when that Last Dance aired? That was during COVID. There was really nothing on, really no. So
Yeah,
everybody, anybody that's a sports fan was tuned into that. So I'm sure he
right.
felt embarrassed. You know what I mean? You sitting there. He said he was watching it with his family. You know what I mean? You sitting there with the family and you see MJ murking you on something that's being viewed internationally like that, man. So he's like, "Man, what did I do?" So
What? I didn't even do nothing.
I didn't even do nothing. So
I wear it like a badge of honor. You were a bad boy Piston.
You
You're
won
an
2
asshole.
back-to-back
You went
championships
back to back. Yeah.
as a point guard. The first time, like, and I think well, he saw called Curry a point guard if you want, but a guard that of that size that leads his
Mhm.
team to a championship. I mean, he led his team in assists and scoring. Like that's
Yeah.
and I think he's the only player that's done that in NBA history that's won back-to-back
Yes.
championships that's led his team in scoring and assists. Like, man,
Yep.
that's a something to be proud of. But the thing about it
Yeah.
is he he he's going at something that he'll never be able to conquer. Like you're not gonna
Right.
you're not gonna win going at Michael Jordan. It's just not gonna happen
You can't. You can't win that. You can't win. Kind of like a Paul Pierce can't win against you. Udonis because he's a
at
beast
at
in the
all
grocery store.
at all. They'll be cleaning up Paul Pierce on aisle 7. That's what'll be
Yes, they
happening.
will. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. I've been called an asshole before. I earned it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, yeah. I
Well,
did
if you
that.
really think
You know
about it, you only really care about it if it only really bothers you because people that you care about that say that to you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, my wife has called me that. I care about her. Yeah,
no, but
what
I'm
it
saying
is.
I'm saying that was, but I'm saying if somebody in the airport called you that you didn't know, you wouldn't care. It's like, oh well,
I'm like,
yeah,
okay, yeah. I
okay.
don't know what I
Where's
did, but all right.
where's TSA pre-check? I'm going on about my
Yeah,
day. You know what I mean? Like
go
I
about
could
my
care less.
day.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
I
right.
and I and I and I am not swinging on you in the airport. That I will
No, no.
not do. I don't care who you are.
Side note, this is a side note to my people. We need to stop
Yeah.
fighting. So, and that's why I'm
Uh,
not flying Spirit Airlines because we don't know how to act. So we need to stop fighting, stop beating up people in the airport. Stay away from Spirit Airlines. Bad look. It's a bad look, man. And it's about once a month, man. Somebody's getting thumped on. I saw they jump one of the. How do you jump a Spirit Airline employee? Like what happened? What happened that day? And then they're fighting at 6 o'clock in the morning. Who fights at 6 a.m. in the morning? Man, I'm half asleep
I'm
when you're
still
at the
trying to wake
airport.
up. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still trying to wake
How,
up.
how do you have the
I'm
energy to be thumping on somebody, man, at the airport at 6 a.m.?
dumping on somebody, man. I tell you what, man. You come at me at 6 a.m., you will win that fight 9
Yep.
out of 10 times.
I'll
You
say
will
my
win it.
bad. Yep, my
Yeah,
bad.
my bad.
Whatever I
My
did,
bad.
my bad. I don't want none
My
of that.
bad, man. I'm in the fetal position. You know what I'm saying? Like I am not awake enough for this. I'm glad that
I
you
mean,
are.
come on.
But
Seriously, man, they need to start putting them on that no fly list. You fighting in the airport, you can't fly. You
yeah,
need to get on the mega bus or Greyhound. You cannot fly anymore.
isn't there something like that? I think they got something
I,
like that in place, Lala. I think they got some. I think right.
yeah, I believe there's a no fly ban or something, but they need to and
Yeah,
you need to start hitting them with some criminal charges as well. But we digress,
yeah.
though. We
We
digress.
digress. But that is funny. He said stay away from Spirit. So hey,
No,
ladies and gentlemen, if you got anything out of this, stay away from Spirit Airlines. That's
didn't you
you
fly
heard it
Spirit
here,
one time?
bruh. I flew Spirit one time. While I was there. So I had no, not at 6 a.m. Not at 6 a.m. I had no survival skills. No skills whatsoever. And usually I'm down for the smoke. I want the smoke. I want all of it,
Right,
but not
right.
at 6 a.m.
Not
you
at
got
6
you
a.m.
got noon maybe. You know what I'm saying? But
Right, right,
but
right.
yeah. So I flew Spirit Airlines one time going to Minnesota. I was working this job. They didn't pay me nothing. And I living in Indianapolis. And so I flew Spirit Airlines. And I never did it again, man. I never did it again. Never did it again, bro. Like that was the worst experience ever, man. And I was like way in the back, and like I was like by the bathrooms, and they were destroying the bathroom. They were tearing that
Oh, they
bathroom
were
up.
they
Like
were
once
they
they
were
did,
marking the bathrooms.
bro, murking the
Yeah, no,
bathroom,
that's
man. There was a
no,
line.
no. No,
There,
see, that's bad. That's
there
how
was a
you know right there. Nope.
That's bad business. That's bad
Yeah.
business. They were bull. I'm telling you. And then cause back then I would sit on the in the aisle row. I now sit by the window. But I was sitting in the aisle row, man. This dude just had his ass just resting it up on my shoulder. I'm like, man, what the you want me to move? Like, turn the other way, rest it on that person's shoulder. It was just bad. It was bad all the way.
Yeah, that's bad news right there.
It was a bad situation. Chris was passionate about avoiding spirit.
Yeah.
Have you ever flown it? You ain't. Are you flown it?
No. I've seen enough people getting tapped up before they even get on the plane. So I'm like, I'm cool on that. No, thank you.
he tapped up even before.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Oh God, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. All right, so we digress. We digress.
So, man, yeah, before we get off, man, let's talk about man, the news that came out about RFK Jr. running for president as a independent former Democrat. His family, you know, he's a Kennedy, so they got lineage of of history on the Democratic side. But this has a sports connection because really two of his potential VP candidates, Aaron Rodgers and Jesse Ventura, which is just which is wild, man. So I just want to get everybody's thoughts, man. Your thoughts. What do you think of this? Do you think it's legit? Do you think it's just him trying to garner attention? Like, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think he's trying to. He's got to be garnering attention. I don't think he's a Democrat, right?
No, he's an independent. He switched from being
independent.
He's an independent. He's a lot. He has a heavy presence now on Fox News. So like I said, his family has deep ties to the Democrat Party. So even his own family has kind of disowned him from that regard and realm to his his political stance now. So yeah, it's definitely an odd combination.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Trump got in his ear, man. When you do that, man, like you basically split the Democratic, because he's really a Democrat. You can call it independent all you want, but he's really a Democrat. And I hope he doesn't do that. Yeah, it's nuts. I hope he does. I think it's stupid. He shouldn't do that. Yeah. I'm with you. He's not yeah.
He's not a true candidate at all. So, but Aaron Rodgers, I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers as the VP of nothing. Go play football. I'm not.
Shut up and play football.
Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing him as no vice president. Like, it's already getting out of hand what we had before.
Yeah, fact. And he's kind of aligned with the whole. And again, I'm kind of apolitical when it comes to stuff or whatever. But I don't do the MAGA thing. And then he kind of aligned with them, like he lied about the vaccine.
Well, if the anti-vax, he spoke about that. But he was also pro, Colin Kaepernick with that, with his stance.
Oh, okay.
And how they changed the narrative with that. So, but he just, he wasn't big on the vaccine and and all that stuff. He kind of lied, or he finagled his words around. If he got the vaccine, he didn't come out and say I didn't get it, but he just kind of said I'm protected, or so. I forgot how he said it, but he would never come out and say it.
Right. Yeah, you're right. He said something like that. Yeah, said something like that. He kind of tap danced around it.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's stupid. Now, Jesse Ventura, he's a hoot. I didn't know he was still alive. So that's pretty funny. I remember he was the governor of Minnesota.
Which surprised me. But they said the youth is what really the young people. Like they said, during when he got elected governor, they had more like 18-year-olds that voted. That was like the most 18-year-olds that had ever voted. And they were looking at him like, cool, this dude used to wrestle. You know what I mean? I'm sure they weren't like looking at anything from a policy standpoint.
Like policy.
Yeah, no.
Right. I mean, he did wasn't he part of getting rid of? I'm going into stuff you guys don't care about. But didn't he get rid of the admissions test in Minnesota? You didn't have to do that anymore. Like, he was part of that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I did like that. That was cool. So,
It was. It
uh,
was.
but yeah. Aaron Rodgers, yeah, I'm with you, man. I think that's kind of crazy. Just go play football. I don't trust any of those Green Bay quarterbacks, man. You saw what Brett Favre did, and they just swept that under the
Oh
rug.
man,
You know
yeah,
what I
man,
mean?
and yeah, that dude, man, it's certified crook right there, man. So
Certified, certified.
right,
So
right.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. And Brett Favre played for us. He had for the Vikings. Gave us a great season. Well, a great season. Another one wasn't so great. But yeah, just stay in your lane. Plus, I mean, he's got football. Aaron Rodgers has football to play. So, a lot of said, I just don't know what's going on with politics now. Straight shit show. Straight up.
It
It
is.
is.
Yep.
And Papa Joe said, "Yes, and the light rail too." Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, he did. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he just Ventura did a couple of great things. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't got no beef with him. I mean, he's a lot more qualified than Aaron Rodgers would be. How old is he now, though? That's my question. Like,
I don't. I read something from Jesse Ventura's son, and he said it's being overblown as far as Jesse
okay,
Ventura. So we'll see.
okay.
You know how the
Well, our
media and social media they take stuff and run with it. So
That's true. That's true. That's true. Um, but yeah, our RFK Jr. He needs to stay out of it because all he's going to do is split the Democratic votes, and I can't do another.
well,
Again, I say
and-
I'm apolitical, but I can't do Trump. I just can't do it.
yeah,
So
and Cornel West is running too, and he needs to sit down. Yeah,
God,
yeah. I know. We've segued over to politics. What necessarily it can't, but this did have a a connection with sports. But sometimes you got to
and
do that. You know.
yeah. It keeps things interesting. Keith folks engaged. What Papa Joe said, old enough to fart dust. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
thought.
for
All the
real.
time, like,
Yeah,
is he up, I know he's not up there with Biden, but he's close. Cornell's not getting votes. No, I hope
none,
not. I
none.
hope not. But just don't take any away because
That's the problem. That you're taking them away. Like you remember when Jesse Jackson used to run back in the '80s? Like, man, you stop.
yeah,
You are not
stop,
winning.
dude. You're not
Just
winning.
cut it out.
You're
Cut it
taking
out.
away. You're taking away. My pops had the he taught me that just very recently about that about like why it's usually just when the sitting president is president, why nobody runs against them as far as like in that party,
Correct.
because you end up taking
Yep.
votes away from them and stuff like that. So I just learned that, and so I'm like, oh, then I saw this, I'm like, why would he do that? That's the
Well,
last thing we need.
and there was a guy, Dean Phillips, that was actually running against, trying to run against Biden this past year. He didn't stand a chance of getting the nomination. And it's just again, like you said, the sitting president. It's a bad look to have somebody else. You want a unified
Right.
party behind, behind your sitting president. But
You do because in order to get anything real work done, they got to be there for the 8 years. You know what I mean? They got to do a second term. So
well, and I
yeah,
mean, again, segue. But if you just look right now, like if you the actual like economy is outrunning inflation, which is a good thing as far as pay raising. Like
yeah,
the pay raises that
yes,
people are getting now, it's actually outpaced inflation, which that wasn't occurring the early part of of Biden's presidency. So because even
right,
Fox News, and again, I know we're getting to politics, but even Fox News, who is as far right as you can be, they're even saying they're a host who used to be um on the campaign staff for Trump. He's a host on there. He threw his hands up. He said we can't just throw politics to the wind. The job report is higher than what we
yeah,
anticipated. He said the economy is strong right now. He said so. We can't just sit up here and make up stuff that it's not.
right,
It is what it is. So
right, and also they got in trouble for doing that one time. So let's not make up s. It is
fact,
what it is.
fact,
It is what
fact,
it is.
fact.
So Will said, "Sad we only have two choices. Yeah, I have these two choices again. Yeah, absolutely. I hate the two-party system, and it shouldn't be that way. But yeah,
Well,
it is sad.
there's a guy again. I know we're running a little long, but he's a
It's
congressman.
all
I think
good.
he's a second in charge in the for the Republicans for the House. Ken Buck, he's actually resigning. He was going to resign in November. He's resigning this week, and he just said it's dysfunction within his own party, within the system. He says his constituents in Colorado don't like either one of these candidates, and they don't want to vote for them. So, and his idea is he's going to resign, and then he's going to try to come up with a better system for people to vote. And it's too late in the game to get another candidate, but
right.
He wants to do something, kind of yeoman's work to, whether it's the 2028 election or those coming, in the future, to have some type of better system in place than what we have right now, because we got an antiquated system right now. It's antiquated, it's broken. So
absolutely,
but
absolutely,
I digress.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm telling you, man. BJ need to tap you. I don't know why he tapping me. Whoa! I didn't mean it like that.
I'll pass. On that note.
Oh God. Whoa. I guess we'll go ahead and close this bad boy up, man.
Facts. Now, I appreciate everybody that was joined the show tonight. It was live, good spirited debate, good spirited conversations. Yeah, you lost me on that last one, but right. No, I will not be connected with BJ, but you and Young Armstrong, y'all can have that. But we appreciate everybody that was on. It was live, man, and hit the like button, subscribe button, and if you didn't watch it live, watch it. Watch the podcast on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes. I just echo what the rapper Chris J said. Thank you guys so much, and we'll be back next Thursday, 6:30.
Same time, same place.
You know it.
We're out.
All right, y'all.
Peace. All right, everybody. Peace.